Hi friends, Shashu here, Active for Life Director at the YMCA of Greater Kalamazoo. Today's exercise is a hip hinge or a good morning. Several exercises have multiple names, but they all do the same thing. So, I'm going to show you two different stances for a hip hinge. Right now I've got my feet hip width apart, abs are in, shoulders back and down. I am going to soften my knees because if I had weights in my hands, I would be leaning forward. So what we're going to do is the hips go back, knees are soft. This is a posterior pelvic tilt here. Abs are in. If I had weights in my hands would be grazing the front of my body. So tailbone is lifted here. On the way up, abs in still, shoulders back and down. And pelvic tilt. So an anterior pelvic tilt, squeezing the glutes. That is your hip hinge or good morning with a neutral stance. Wide stance, we can do the same thing that we did for our sumos or our plies. So with this, again, hips go back, knees are soft, posterior pelvic tilt here, abs are in. On the way up, anterior pelvic tilt starts to happen, abs are in, and you also want to try to squeeze those thighs together. They'll never touch, and that's okay. So there you have two different hip hinges. The neutral stance, toes facing forward, knees soft, and then the wide stance, toes out, knees tracking in the same direction as the toes. Again, knees are always going to be soft in that. We don't want to do a deadlift with locked out knees, deadlift or a good morning with locked out knees and a weight in your hand. That's a no-no.